the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Throwing on second down. Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on. It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. And will be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. To throw again on second down. Prescott right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
From the 10, first and goal. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Running the jet sweep as Prescott backs it forward. And he is going to lose yardage here. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. They'll throw again. Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming out to win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical, getting there. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Interested to see what they dial up here. Third and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Here's Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They're still left with a long fourth and goal. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Bass is good, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there the last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, putting together a good drive and get some points of their own.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. On 2nd and 12, Lawrence looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Lawrence. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Tony Pollard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have moved out in front. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season. But they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team because we followed them pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I know I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew. So plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
A first down carry by Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force going down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job controlling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of first down. They'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. As he should be able to pin him back deep here. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The deception there pays off to perfection. 14 yards on the fake punt and a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson from 21 yards away. And the Cowboys are once again back in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Lawrence swinging this out for Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Lawrence. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On 1st down, Lawrence. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point safely through. And the lead is now 14-10. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he will be brought down. And that will be the final play in this first half. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they...
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. looking to throw again on second down. Prescott going right back to Ferguson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Here's Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at the 28. They'll hit 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the fourth down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot, if that's what they want to do.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Play action. It's Lawrence. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now he's going to swing this one out. Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. The ball comes out, and the offense is going to get the ball back after all that. It'll be a first down. Goodness, nobody wanting to hold on to that football. 2 fumbles, 1 by each team on the same play. Not something you see every week.
No, not at all. And you and I both know how important possessions are nowadays in the NFL because there's not much difference between teams. So when you get a chance for a takeaway, you've got to hold on to the football yourself. Don't give it right back to them. I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And a blocked field goal. So not only an opportunity missed, an opportunity made there on special teams.
Without a doubt, and I need to check with my analytics guy because every coach we've ever talked to, they always say, if you block a kick in special teams, your team wins 90+% of the time. I've never truly seen that number quantified, but that's how coaches believe.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Prescott, and his throw here is incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away 3 options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give here to Pollard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Now that's a big pickup right there. And so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Going deep here for Watkins. Touchdown! Quez Watkins, 40 yards. And the Eagles will add to their fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. Kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. Two quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Well, this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what will be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They call his number again. It's his sixth catch and a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Prescott now. And that is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw all of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. On play action, Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Lawrence will throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. He'll buy some time right. He finds his man and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they're going to set up shop at the 20.